Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Scotland's water bosses have, for the last few years, been paying themselves millions in salaries and bonuses and patting themselves on the back. But at the same time, they have been using their companies to pour all sorts of stuff into the rivers, the lochs, the sea, you name it. They're not treating the water with respect. It's damaging to the environment. It's killing fish. And it is just making everything look awful, smell awful, because they can't do their job. And yet they're quite happy, of course, to take all these millions. There's an awful lot of crap that goes on inside Holyrood. But this is one conversation where it's necessary. Let's have a look at this and see what's going on. As Alex Cole-Hamilton, the Lib Dem leader, says, it's got to stop. And he's right. Here goes. So releasing sewage into Scotland's lochs and rivers has become a multi-million pound industry under the SNP. And yet this would be so easy to sort out. You say every leak, every release, every, fouling of our waters carries a massive penalty. Starts with money, ends with jail. And if you're starting to lock up the board members because they're failing to look after the environment by just pouring human feces into rivers, then it'll soon stop, put it that way. Furious Lib Dem leader Alex Cole-Hamilton says it is shameful that water execs pocket bumper bonuses while coastlines are destroyed. Coastlines, lochs, rakes, you name it, rivers, ditches sometimes. It's just poured wherever they can, get rid of the shit rather than actually dealing with it properly through proper sort of recycling plants and, the big, you see them, the big water reclamation sites and things like that. No, they just float the human shit out to sea and let nature take its course. And it is wrong. The failure to tackle Scotland's sewage scandal has been described as a multi-million pound industry after Scottish Water paid three bosses nearly $3 million since 2020. According to the publicly owned company annual accounts, $2.9 million has been paid out in the past 3 years, including $1.1 million in bonuses. So every turd that floats away is more money in their pay, you could say. The payments were made to bosses Douglas Milliken, Alan Scott and Peter Farrer. Three bigger turds you could not imagine, I think. The figures come amid continuing fury about the amount of sewage dumped into Scotland's waterways. During last year alone, the equivalent of 19,000 Olympic swimming pools worth of sewage was released during 14,000 separate incidents. This isn't one big one, oh dear, we've made a mistake, oops. 14,000. Thousands of releases a day. It's not thousands a day, but, hundreds a day. Hundreds of releases a day. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? The Scottish Lib Dems said the Scottish Government is letting the agency off the hook after it revealed 50 of Scotland's 89 bathing waters were deemed to contain unsafe levels of sewage. Well over half of what you should be able to safely swim in filled with human filth, because these bosses want to earn their big bonuses and don't want to clean the water properly. Party leader Alex Cole-Hamilton said, under the SNP, failing to tackle Scotland's sewage scandal is a multi-million pound industry, and it is utterly shameful that we have a government-owned water company where execs pocket bumper bonuses while our rivers, lochs and coastlines are being destroyed. We don't even know the true scale of this destruction because only a pitiful fraction of sewage discharge points are even properly monitored. So you can guarantee it'll be at least twice as high, if not more than that. Nobody should be rewarded for pumping sewage into our rivers and waterways. No one should be getting bonuses. If this is publicly owned and government owned, you shouldn't be giving these people bonuses like that. Give them a salary, fine, but not bonuses. Any bonuses should go back into the nation. Or is it just me, I mean, that's £1 million in bonuses. That would be better off spent in the NHS, surely. Anyway, nationalist ministers have become little more than spin doctors for failing government-owned water company and its outdated standards. To turn the tide on this scandal, I don't suppose that pun was meant, Scottish Liberal Democrats have published plans for a Clean Water Act that would see vital updates to our sewage network and clamp down on discharges. If you want to clamp down, as I say, the only way is you have a scale that goes from fines to jail. And once they know that they're going to be going and doing time, it will, let's just say, concentrate their minds wonderfully, and certain things will start to happen. The figures also come as the body has been hit by strike action from workers, with unions accusing Scottish Water of being a rogue employer. Some 86% of members of the GMB union and 89% represented by Unite voted for a walkout last month over a pay dispute. I don't blame them. If you're doing so well as a company, the bosses can get 1.1 million in bonuses, then surely the workers at the bottom, the ones actually dealing literally with the shit, need to be paid a little bit more. Anyway, a Scottish government spokesperson, and this is where we get the spin, said the pay of Scottish water executives was in line with the public sector pay rules. No, they're public sector. Pay, yes, pay, not bonuses. He said the current remuneration package for the CEO and senior management is significantly smaller than that paid by comparable utilities, both in terms of salary and bonus incentives. They shouldn't be getting a bonus. If a single turd floats out to sea, these people should not be getting a bonus. The spokesperson added, Scottish Water is also committed up to £500 million to improve water quality, increase monitoring of the highest priority waters and tackle debris and spills. However, it is important to note that overflows from sewers normally consist of 99% rainwater and less than 1% toilet waste. Let me put this into perspective with you. Imagine you've got a nice yoghurt. It's a lovely little strawberry yoghurt, yeah? What is the smallest amount of human shit you'd be willing to put into that yoghurt and still eat it? I bet it's significantly less than 1%. That argument, it's only 1% toilet waste, doesn't cut it. Doesn't cut it. Anyway, they're all turds, aren't they? They're all turds. So we'll finish there. It's just a quick one, but it goes to show that these people are earning all these huge bonuses for not doing their job and for poisoning the environment and for letting human faeces float down rivers and into lochs and where people like to go and swim and damaging the environment. It's just not right, is it? It's not right. And they need to have, say a sliding scale which starts with fines and ends with jail. And if these people keep breaking the law, they go to jail. And let me tell you, at that point, it will improve. Anyway, I'm going to round off. I'm going to come up. We'll finish the video. There you go. Take the bonuses off them and throw them in jail. Every time that there is a leak like that. 14,000 leaks. And that's only the ones they know about. How many tons of human shit flows into Scotland's waterways? Now, I've been up in the middle of the Highlands. And I've been seeing these little tributaries and, little cascades and things like that. And sometimes I'll stop the car and just take photographs of them because they're that beautiful. I just don't want to see a little cascade of water dribbling over the rocks and a little human turd dripping over with it. A little brown fish making its way to the sea. Don't want to see it. Stop it. Fine them. Jail them. Take their bonuses away. Frighten them. Frighten them into doing their damn jobs. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that hasn't put you off your breakfast. And I do hope that if you do go swimming, although I don't suppose there'll be many people going freshwater swimming today. Bit cold out there. But if you do, just keep your mouth shut because you never know what's coming along. Bobbing along. Little floater. Anyway, till next time, stay safe, stay well, and keep your mouth shut if you're swimming. Bye.